Hello everybody, welcome back to 366 Days of Hope. My name is Pearl and I'm here to share our next topic, which is, are you really accepted for just the way you are? And I was listening to this Christian radio talk show, and one of the things that they had said was, Jesus accepted everybody. And he mentioned, Judas, he mentioned, the woman at the well, he mentioned Mary Magdalene, the prostitute, and all this stuff. And I was a little disturbed hearing it, saying that, Jesus likes those type of people. The thing is, a lot of those types of people that he ended up speaking to, he later says something very significant to them. Like, you look at the leper that he speaks to and says, go and sin no more. Mary Magdalene, there's nobody here that has judged you. Go and sin no more. And continuously there's this concept of repenting, acknowledging what you've done, and changing. And I think that there's a lot to say about this idea of, God just accepts us the way we are. Yes and no. He accepts us at the condition that we're in, but he doesn't accept us as we are, but more of how we could be and how we could become. And there is this concept in Christianity that I think makes it very beautiful and unique, in that we talk about sin, repentance, forgiveness, and we move forward, right? So repentance is really important, because if you don't have repentance, you're not actually acknowledging that you've done anything wrong, and you just keep doing the same thing over and over, right? And a person who doesn't recognize that they are willing to take accountability that they've done anything wrong, we call that a narcissist in modern day terms. But there is something beautiful about this concept of, changing for the better, right? And I think that change is always going to be very vital in the outcome of the person you become down the road. And I truly believe, when people say, spirituality and science can't cross over, I think there's a huge crossover, because like I've told you guys, our 4 pillars that we're covering for this 366 Days of Hope, are interwoven into each other. So you can't separate them, because what you think spiritually affects your behavior, which then affects your health, which then affects your perspective, and affects your decisions that you make, and all of these things affect the person that you are. So I think it's very hard to separate that. And I go back to 2 Chronicles 7:14, where it says, if my people which are called by my name shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways. So there's that change, right? Turning from their wicked ways. Then will I hear from heaven and will forgive their sins and will heal their land. There is this notion that God accepts us just as we are, without the change. I don't know any married couple who've been married for 50, 60, I shouldn't even say 50, 60, because we're not seeing that now, but I'm saying married for maybe 30 or more, that don't say my spouse is different from when I met them, but they're more beautiful to me. And I believe that is because there's the maturing, there's the forgiving, there's the changing, acknowledging, repenting, forgiving. All that process is what Christ was trying to tell us about our relationship with him and our relationship with each other. And it is very much a marriage in a sense, but more intimate in marriages, because our relationship with God and Jesus, it's that intense and that intimate. And so I really don't ascribe to the notion that God just loves you just the way that you are. Yeah, he loves you as you are, but he also desires to see the you that you are meant to be. So I hope that encourages you to desire the change, or the better version of yourself. This really was surprising to me to kind of hear this on a talk radio on, without the explanation of the importance of repenting and the importance of acknowledging when we've sinned or we've done things wrong. And I hope that that just really gets emphasized, because, you know, that means that our brains are changing when we do make those positive changes in acknowledgement, and it enables us to become the better version of ourselves, because we're changing the very formation of our brains. And that's something you guys can definitely research on. There's a lot of it, you know, that's been done in terms of neuroplasticity and behavioral therapy as well. So with that said, guys, may you live, thrive, and be healthy and continue to grow. Take care. Bye.